reporter with LEEA, and I'm here with Ben Burgess, director at William Hackett. Congratulations, Ben. You recently joined LEEA on the board. Tell me about that.
Hi, Jenny. Yes, delighted to be appointed to the board. It's something I've been interested in for a number of years. I see LEEA as I travel globally in the lifting industry and was very keen to ensure that its reputation outside of the UK was as strong as it was within the UK. So I've got a real passion for that, standards and safety and best practice.
And who did you take over from?
So there'd been a number of changes on the board. My brother Tim had served on the board, I think it was for 12 years. So he left the board about 18 months, 2 years ago. And then there was a recruitment process and I was selected and approved in November, just before Christmas there.
So what does it mean now in terms of your role? What will you be doing?
One of the things that LEEA is very keen to develop is what they call their hub and spoke model. So to establish regional councils. So for example, in Asia, where the first council has been established, there's a board established there, and they are responsible for implementing LEEA's policies in terms of their members, in terms of audit, in terms of quality management in that region. So rather than it being UK dominant, very much using the UK as a centre of excellence and then placing the expertise out into the regions where it's closer to home and closer to the members that they are supporting.
And of course, it's important now, LEEA is expanding globally. What does that mean in terms of reach?
LEEA's ambition is to have a footprint in all of the key marketplaces and to be presented through its membership there by reputable organisations with people who are skilled and knowledgeable in the lifting industry. So previously, the focus for LEEA was perceived to be around the number of members. It's far more about the quality and the relevance of those and the influence of those members in each of the operating regions.
And of course, not forgetting you have a full-time job. What's happening at William Hackett at the moment?
We're very busy. The UK continues to grow. We've just reviewed our half-year numbers, which we are very pleased was up by 34% year on year, which is good. We're seeing the quad pole hoisting is going from strength to strength. And that's now being used in very specialist lifts. So both our ultra low headroom range of hoists, and we recently supplied to the Middle East, to Qatar, 2 50-ton ATEX hoists with a 10-meter height of lift. I've never seen that specification of hoist in the marketplace ever before. So yes, doing the proof load testing for that was quite a challenge to the guys in the warehouse, given that each unit weighed over 1.1 tons.
And of course, you've been promoting the quad pole at various trade shows. Will you be attending LiftX this year, and will you have any announcements to make at the show?
We will be attending LiftX this year, very keen to support it. And yes, we are hopefully going to be in a position where we can announce a couple of further developments regarding our offshore products and also further additions to our hoisting product range. So quite excited for that in Liverpool.
How do you see LEEA developing its guidance in terms of its global standards?
Good question. So we've very much been UK centric in the past. Everything has been BS and EN related. So we're putting additional resources into the international committees to working with them around the ASME standards, for example, the AS standards in South Africa and Australia and these different places, so that when we are advising on best practice, we know how it fits into those organizations, those countries and those standards, so that the members who operate in those theatres can be compliant with the backing of LEEA.
So when will your next LEEA meeting be?
We've just had the last meeting, which was the 15th of February. So the next one will be scheduled for roughly the middle of April. It's normally the second Tuesday of the month. So looking forward to that.
And on a final note, you announced that you were expanding the factory a couple of years ago. How's that going?
It's gone really well, thanks. We've had lots of great visitors there from the major oil companies, the oil and gas. And over the last few days, we've just had our manufacturing partners from South Africa, McKinnon Chain, come and spend 2 or 3 days with us, talking about further products and distribution globally. So that's been really positive. So yes, it's been a great asset and a facility that people are interested when they see the manufacture, the proof testing, the quality control systems that we have here in the UK.
You're up to 80% storage capacity now?
We are well up to 80%. When I was walking around on Monday morning, I think we're nearly towards 100%. There's still some containers that need to come in. So yes, we're now thinking, should we have gone even bigger?
Wow, well, congratulations and thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, Jenny. It's always a pleasure.